Welcome to my first ever bullet journaling plan with me. This is for July of 2018. This month I wanted to work with a camping and outdoor theme, so I went in and drew a camper on the cover page for this month. I didn't end up liking the colors that I chose to work with, but I still think it's something that I will enjoy for the remainder of the month. Moving on to my habit tracker pages, this first one I decided to do a monthly layout in addition to tracking a couple of habits because I found that the last several months I wasn't really utilizing my monthly layout for the entire month. I would use it for the first couple of weeks, like around the time that I got it set up, but then I would just kind of forget about it. So I decided to consolidate my monthly layout, and I'll still write important events on this, but I will also use it to track a couple of habits. So for this tree, I tried to do an ombre effect. It looks a little janky, but that's okay. This was my first attempt at doing anything similar to this. So turned out okay. Not the best tree in the world, but I'm definitely proud of it. So I drew the tree and the campfire, and then for the actual habit tracking portion of this layout, I'm going to use the triangles. So the top triangle I'll color in with green to signify the days that I go without spending any money, and the bottom triangle I'll color in with yellow to track something I call 1 and 1, which are the days that I do something productive and something I want to do every day. Now moving on to the sleep and water. Really simple layout. I wanted to keep it simple for this one. I'll show you guys at the flip through how that kind of works. Alright, this is a weekly layout, and I am drawing those same kind of trees. I'm not going to show you me coloring in all the trees because that for some reason took forever. So in a moment after I draw this tree, it's going to skip to them being all drawn in. But under the trees, by their trunks, I will write down my things for each day, and probably on top of the tree somewhere I will make a to-do list at some point. So like I said, I decided to write my daily to-dos and events in between the trunks. I decided to split Tuesday and Wednesday up between those two trunks just because those days aren't really typically very busy. For the actual dates, I decided to use my Tombow dual brush pens. I took the colorless one and loaded it up with the ink from the gray one. I wanted the numbers to be visible but not prominent, so I decided to do this in order to accomplish that. For this week's layout, I decided to go back to something more simple. This is a layout that I've done many times in my bullet journal when I get a little intricate on some weeks, and then the next week I might lose my steam, so I switch over to this more simplistic weekly layout. I just use some calligraphy to label the days, and to label the dates I will use the same technique with the Tombow pens that I did for the previous week. I also include a to-do list box in this week just to help me kind of keep track of my weekly goals and the things that I want to accomplish every week. I saw this on Pinterest and thought that it would be a really nice addition to this month's bullet journal. It stayed on theme as it incorporated the mountains and the leaves, and the quote was really cute, so I put it in my bullet journal in pencil and then covered it with my Pigma Micron pens with the black ink, and you'll see in a bit that I added some color to it just to give it some life and make it pop off the page a little bit. I really liked the way this paired with the previous page, just pairing something a little bit more complex with the simplistic weekly layout. I thought looked really nice, and I really liked the way that this turned out. Alright, so here's my completed July bullet journal. Like I said, I added some more color to this. Didn't turn out to be my favorite, but I still think I will enjoy it for the remainder of the month. With the habit trackers, I showed you guys a little bit about how I will utilize these by coloring in the bottom where I did accomplish the 1-in-1, tracked my sleep, and tracked my water intake for the days. I hope you guys enjoyed this camping and outdoor themed bullet journal, and I will see you guys in my next video.